What's up, everybody? It's your boy Devin's World, and it's that time of the week again. It's time for the top 5 songs of the week. As always, we're going to start out with some honorable mentions for this week, which are some songs that were pretty good, didn't quite make the top 5, starting with Calendar by Vales and Not a Hero. I'm sorry, Vales, that you just barely missed out on the top 5 again. Not quite there. Still a great song, though. Not a Hero, feature at the end. Top that thing off. Super good. The next song, Sleep Cycle by, I believe it's pronounced Avid. Also a great song. Definitely check that out if you have not heard it. And finally, the entire Red EP by Brecken. I'm not going into any details on this. I'll be reviewing this later. So stay tuned to hear my opinions on that EP. Now jumping right in to number 5, we have Talking in the Mirror by Vacant, produced by Jolst. This song is pretty fucking awesome in every way. Vacant has these classic high-pitched vocals, which we've come to expect from him, and it's on a bouncy Jolst beat, which is a little bit different than what I'm used to, but I really enjoyed it. The ultimate magic of this song, though, is the writing. And is it all you can handle is the tagline of this track. It repeats in the hook pretty often, and you really leave the song remembering this line. It gets pretty stuck in your head. But Vacant is actually asking himself if the traumas of life that he has been through is all he can handle, kind of like taunting himself. And it actually feels pretty painful. He goes on to talk about calls with friends that he shared that has helped him get to the happiness that he feels today. And if you know me, I love a song that has the qualities of a banger while also having some pretty meaningful lyrics and a deeper underlying story. Really great work, Vacant. I hope that you come out of hibernation completely soon and stop being cryptic on social media. Number 4 this week, I have Pretty Hell by Never Happy, produced by Carter. I spoke about this song and my specific thoughts on it in my last video, so definitely go watch my video reviewing the EP Dopamine Rush by Never Happy and Carter. But just to give you a little bit of background, if you haven't seen that video, this song follows this oxymoron of Pretty Hell to describe what it is like to be high and addicted to cocaine. I think it's pretty well written. I think it's pretty hook heavy, but I like hook heavy songs, and it's very catchy. And, you know, I like songs that get stuck in your head, and this song definitely did. After listening to it a few times for my review, I did find myself really, really liking this one. Definitely go give it a listen. Good job, Never Happy. Good job, Carter. Coming in at number 3, I have Off by Gypsum, produced by Meth Boy Swag and Oliver One. This song combines 3 very closely related genres of like an opium type sound, like a Playboy Cardi type sound, mixed with just your typical trap and some digicore as well, which was really cool. Gypsum's vocals feel super crisp on this thing, and the subtle peaking of the vocals at times feels super organic, and it feels like it belongs on this track. Though I'm not super familiar with Gypsum's work overall, I could tell he was really in his bag on this one, and that this is really in his lane. And I just really enjoyed this song. If you enjoyed this style of music, these sorts of genres, then I think you're going to really fuck with this song, and you should definitely go check it out. Solid number 3 this week. And at number 2, we have Let Me Go by Heavy and Half-Hearted, produced by King Theta. This song is a beautiful acoustic track about the pain of growing up and feeling like a broken child. Heavy's vocals from beginning to end on this thing feel perfectly performed and super passionate. And you feel this like really real feeling from him. You feel like this is a legitimate song about legitimate stages of his life. And if you know a little bit about Heavy's background, you know he's been through quite a bit in the past year. And in this song, he mentions feeling like he grew up without getting to live at all. And it was really painful to listen to, actually. Half-Hearted really ties this song together with a great verse. He talks about his own struggles, and you can tell that this is very personal for him as well. He understood the assignment. And there's a cool little part on Half-Hearted's verse where there's drums that come in that King Theta threw in there at the end of the verse. And I thought it was a really nice switch up, because you're no drums throughout the whole song, and then these drums come in, and I think that they're perfectly timed. And Half-Hearted actually goes with like a slower flow when the drums come in, which I thought was interesting. And it's a really cool contrast, and I think he did a great job. Before we get to number 1, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I started out, remaking these videos again at 13 subscribers, and we're already up to over 30. So we've had some solid growth so far. I want you guys to keep supporting the videos. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And also make sure you're sharing these videos with the people that make it into the videos. I mean, I want these people to see it. Some of these people I'm not super close with, others I am, but I just want to make sure that everybody gets to know that their song is being recognized for being awesome. And the last thing before we get to number one, I am making a playlist. Well, I've already made a playlist, but there's a playlist on SoundCloud now where I'm putting all honorable mentions and top 5 songs from each week into it, so you guys can listen to a culmination of all the songs that I've added into the top 5, and it'll be pretty cool. Then we can continue to promote these songs and get these amazing songs the listens that they deserve. With that all out of the way, at number 1, we have Alexander Graham Bell's Pokédex by Blasbar. Blasbar is in his fucking bag on this song produced by Deezo Digital. And if anyone knows me, they know that I'm a fucking sucker for the Pokemon bars, dude. I have so many Pokemon bars in my song. And Blasbar, he really ties these in super well. They don't feel forced. They feel like they slip perfectly right in there into the track. I mean, this is pretty typical in songs like this to include references to different video games or anime and stuff like that on songs that sound like this. But he does a great job. This song is definitely just a really well executed fuck you, trap, rap, I don't know, rage type style song. It's hard to like really pinpoint a genre on this thing. I think Blasbar would probably call this like swag rap or something like that in typical Blasbar fashion. And also in typical Blasbar fashion, this thing includes all of the typical references that we see in his songs, but it wouldn't be a banger without a Chevy Cobalt reference and a Blasbar Bible reference. So really nice job fitting those in there in the verse. Honestly, this might not be the most lyrically moving song that we've heard this week, but if anything, this song is the song that I enjoyed the most of all the songs this week. And if we're going off of what it takes to make the top 5 songs of the week for me, it's whatever songs I want to listen to the most. And this song was the one that I'd be most likely to return to out of all the songs this week. So yeah, shout out Blasbar. This thing is fucking awesome. Definitely go listen to this song if you like this style of music. As always, great work. If you enjoyed this week's top 5 songs, be sure to tune in next week. And to try to get into next week's video, make sure you're sending me your songs so I don't miss them. Check out last week's top 5 as well, and I'll see you next time.